Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Go-To Aesthetics Coach with Kayla Petrasek. Thank you so much for being here, and let's jump into it. So, today I want to talk about what is trending in aesthetic marketing, because as we know, the marketing industry is ever evolving, it's always changing, and we have to stay on top of what's trending to really fall on that Instagram algorithm, because that is what is going to determine the percentage of our followers which our content is exposed to. So, in case you didn't know how this all works, the Instagram platform is all based on an algorithm, and it's on multiple things such as video content, how much people are engaging and liking your content or saving your content, um, all different reasons, but all falls into an algorithm. And there's different tiers in the algorithm. Basically, the more you move up the tiers, is a higher percentage that your content is going to be shared to your own followers audience as well as external audience. So we really want to fall on this algorithm to get as most exposed as possible. So how do we do this? Well, there's certain trends going on right now, specifically in aesthetics, that I want to share with you. I want this to be super high value and to the point so that you can take it and it can be tangible for you to actually put into place and see results from in your practice. So let's start with what is trending. So the core of what kind of content we should be creating really relies on three specific things. So, one, you want to make sure that you're opening your content with good imagery. That's got to catch someone's attention immediately. So make sure within that first few seconds, it's eye-catching visually. Secondly, you need vocals. So that can be a voiceover of you talking. It can be trending music, anything that is the sound, basically. And then thirdly, you need something with text that's going to catch their attention. So that's just basically adding text over your reel to catch their attention on three different levels. Because as we know, our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, and content is getting typically faster and faster. So we need to catch people's attention on different levels. Now, what is really doing well right now in general within marketing, but especially in aesthetic practices, is no longer the generic salesy type of content, type of reels, where it's just explaining what services you have or explaining, the different promotions that you have going on. Now things are tending to go into another direction where it's a little more creative and personable. So showing more of a personality, and it's selling without selling. So what I mean by this is, for example, they call it B-roll reels, B-roll content. B as in Bob. So B-roll means you would have if we're talking about Instagram, you'd have a 5 to 15 second clip. And it would be something like a video of something that is not like you're specifically filming, one-on-one to hear someone speak or do something. It's like kind of oblivious. So what I mean by that is like a video of, you could be walking down the street, a video of you drinking your coffee, but in more so terms to aesthetic practices, it could be something like a client walking up to the front reception to be greeted or to pay for their services, just having that like kind of picture in the background. It could also be someone getting a treatment done, let's say a hydrofacial, like doing the suction on the skin. It could be an ablative procedure. It could be RF microneedling, like whatever it may be. Just have some kind of 5 to 15 second clip, which is just something cool in the background, something to do with aesthetics. So you have that, you have your B-roll content. Then what you're going to do is you are going to have some text. So the text is first going to It's going to connect to a desire that your audience wants. So when we're talking about an aesthetic clinic, obviously we're targeting new clients. What does the client want? Why is the client coming into the aesthetic practice? There's a multitude of reasons. It's because they want to get treatments. They want to look younger. They want to feel good. They want to just do some self-love. Like maybe that's a mom at home who's super busy with kids and needs a break. Someone who's very busy in their career, and this is their self-care time. It could just be someone who's starting to experience signs of aging. It could be someone who just had a child. There's so many different reasons why someone comes into a clinic. So we want to think of 5. It's good about 5 different desires that people coming into your clinic have. So you take these 5 desires and you can recycle content off these 5 desires. So you keep recording different pieces of content for your B-roll scripts, and then you're going to have the desires. So let's say, for example, we have, a B-roll piece of content of, like I mentioned earlier, someone's walking into the clinic, they're being greeted friendly at the front reception, they're smiling, it's a beautiful atmosphere. 15 seconds is perfect, 5 to 15 seconds. You have that. As soon as the content starts, you have script. It would be for a desire. So let's say, for example, a desire that I think someone could have going into clinic is to have routine facial treatments to target different concerns, to take care of their skin, and to feel good. So let's say that your clinic has a membership where they offer a monthly facial with a few different options. So there's something for everyone at a bit of a discounted rate because there's a year commitment, let's say. What I would do in this piece of content is put some script on that B-roll saying something like, imagine you had a monthly facial to target your customized needs, whether that's anti-aging, pigmentation, acne, all for an affordable, actually, I wouldn't mention an affordable, I wouldn't mention money in the beginning. I would just say something like, imagine that you had that self-care time once every month to pick a facial of your choice. And then after a couple seconds, you would go to your call to action. So the call to action would be, you basically just want to tell the person what to do. We always have to tell the audience what to do, because if you don't, they could like the content, but they'll keep scrolling. So what do we want them to do? We want them to direct message us or call them, but let's say direct message. So you would have your kind of headliner that catches their attention, and it's like a point of view. It's like attracting like their desire. So they're connecting to that on an emotional and personal level. Like, if I were to see a piece of a reel like that, tired, I've worked long all day, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds really nice. Like, I actually, I do want to target those things, and I would love to have monthly maintenance as a facial treatment. So that catches their attention. And then, after a couple of seconds, you go to call to action. Okay, you're telling the person to DM today for details. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to direct message them just to see. Then you have your warm lead. Okay. And then what you're going to do is in the caption of that reel, that's where you can be salesy. That's where you can talk about the services and the prices if you do prices on social media. Some people like to call in. That's where you're going to do all that. You don't want to do the salesy stuff in the content. You want to do it in the caption. So yeah, that's what's trending right now. That's what's really working. It's selling without selling because it's fun. It's not the generic, like, here's my services, this is the prices, come in. It's like, oh, that's a cute reel. That's fun. I like that point of view. That's something that I desire. I'm actually interested. I'm going to click on that. So that's what I would try. See how it goes. I'm always here if you have any questions. I do offer marketing services as well as coaching. So anything you need, I'm here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for listening.